Welcome back. You are still tuned in to 95.9 Green FM. This is GoodNewsPilipinas.com live. And today at 95.9 Green FM, as we continue to pack your airwaves with good vibes, and as we are honored to have our guest, we are very lucky to have this opportunity to talk to an alumnus of De La Salle University, Dasmariñas. He has taken up Bachelor in Arts in Communication. He also became a part-time faculty in the same university from 2012 to 2014. Now he is a successful graphic designer and the man behind the Color in History exhibit.
Joining us live at the studio, our very own Mr. Ivan Bilugan. Welcome to 95.9 Green FM.
Hello, good morning, good morning. It's live, okay na?
Yes.
Okay, sir. Good morning.
Good morning,
Morning, sir.
good morning.
Kamusta po kayo?
Okay lang, ito nilalamig. Ang lamig talaga dito sa studio natin.
Yeah, it's a bit cold. Maybe we could adjust the
Pero lang.
air conditioning a bit. So welcome to GoodNewsPilipinas.com
Thank you very
live.
much. This is my second time to be here, so I'm very glad that nandito ulit ako.
So ang ganda nung line natin kaya. The line was good. I like this is my favorite line. The man behind the Color in History exhibit.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So how did you guys conceptualize this exhibit?
Actually, this I'm the only one who is doing this exhibit. Actually, this is a project tied up with the Pilipinas Heritage Library. This is the FHL is the library connected with the Ayala Museum. So nandun siya sa seventh floor ng Ayala Museum. So in celebration of their 20th anniversary of the Filipinas Heritage Library 20th anniversary, they conceptualized and tied up with Philippine history, which is what I'm doing. It's this the personal project. Actually, it's not a personal project, but this photo colorization project that I did around. It started June of 2015. So actually it had this parang idea of doing an exhibition. Ayun, fortunately, yun nga, FHL is going to celebrate their 20th anniversary. So, yun. Yun nangyari lahat.
Alright, sir. So, sir, may we ask, what is your inspiration in the concept of colorizing old photographs here in the exhibit?
Actually, well, it all started with my mom. It started personally. One time, we had this parang personal project of organizing my mom's photo album. Tapos we had we found one photo of hers with her cousins, and then parang she wanted me to clean it up, blow it up, restore the details. So then print it in a larger size. And then before I showed it to my mom, of course, I told her na, oy, meron akong gustong baguhin dito. So, I had this idea of doing this colorization, but I never did pa one photo colorization. So, I just tried to do this, to add this color to the photo. And then, parang afterwards, when I showed it to my mom, she liked it, and then sabi niya, pwede pala ito, possible pala itong mangyari. So, ayun, from personal photos, I did siguro a whole, siguro 20 of my relatives' photos. Tapos, I got interested with historical photos naman. Then after, parang, I shifted from personal photos to historical photos kasi there are parang you can categorize it into
Two different categories.
Two different categories of photos. Parang I can do it personally because it doesn't require really much research than historical photos, because historical photos requires very very tedious research. Ayun.
When it comes to the process, it's very interesting, taking black and white photos or old photos and colorizing them. How do you do that? Do you do that in Photoshop or?
Yes, sir. Basically, I do it in Photoshop. I had just have this Wacom tablet. It's not really, you don't really have to have a very updated what do you call this, hardware, or yung Wacom tablet nga, it's a pen tablet. You just have to to have in Photoshop nga. It's very very actually the colorization process is very very simple. Everyone can do it. Actually, I always tell to my students na uh, it's just a parang very intermediate skill that you have to to parang
To develop.
eh, kasi parang ano siya just have to know the masking tool, the brush tool, and then yan, yung pen tablet. That's all. Yun nga lang. Yun nga lang yung sinasabi ko sa kanila na if you want to do this historical photos or this colorization process in historical photos, you have to consider doing your thesis very well. I mean, anyway, yung historical photos requires research. So, yun yung siguro na appreciate ko yung thesis subject namin nung college. So, every time na meron ako nakausap na student, I always tell them na gawin nyo ng maayos yung thesis nyo. I mean, in college, especially now kayo, I mean, it will boil down to paano mo siya gawin ng mas maayos. I mean, mas maganda kung gusto niyo yung topic nyo, pero mas maganda if you do the process of yung thesis na mas maayos. I mean, in every field that you do, even parang ano pa yan kahit na culinary pa yan, or most especially ngayon nasa media tayo, or kahit ano pang field yan, it requires research. So do your research well, yung thesis nyo, and then yun.
Okay, so research.
Mas maganda yun.
It must really be backed up by
Yes.
good research. Well, how long does it take you to colorize one photograph?
It minimum of 2 hours.
2 hours.
And then
Wow.
yung pinaka matagal 12 hours.
12 hours for one photo.
For one photo.
Wow, that takes dedication.
Yes,
Yes.
actually, I don't know if I did it nga 12 hours or more than 12 hours kasi I lost
Track of time.
Track of time kasi
Yeah.
sobrang nakakapagod na siya. I had to rush din yung mga photos na yan eventually for the exhibit kasi nga since we're nearing the opening of the exhibit nga last August. So ayun.
So let's talk about our exhibit. What photos do we have there? Let's share with our listeners.
So, the photos are from theretrato.com.ph. Theretrato.com.ph is the online archive hosted by the Pilipinas Heritage Library. So, there are 33,000 strong photos that you can find there. Most of them are historical photos nga. From donors to contributors to original photographers. So, basically, ganyan. And then, the exhibit started August of 2016 this year. But we actually started the process around January. So, I just, to start with, before kasi noon, parang mas gusto ko na just to buy photos from the Pilipinas Heritage Library. But then, when I got there, tapos nalaman ko nga yung price of how much photo cost per photo. Hindi ko na sabihin yung price, pero sabi ko hindi siya for kasi I do I publish my colorized photos through Facebook and my portfolio, but then it doesn't really generate fund. I mean, yung balik sa akin. So parang sabi ko na lang sa kanila, dun sa librarian na sa Philippines Heritage Library, if they are interested on doing exhibition or partnership or a project, special project, I don't know. And then, fortunately, parang sabi niya sa akin na just send them a proposal, and then afterwards they'll just check if it's a possible if it's a bright future in project na yun. Fortunately, yun nga, after a week they emailed me back, tapos after a week yun nga, after a week din, parang they wanted me to parang to start a meeting with them. So parang ngayon, so it started in January, February, yan. Doon nag-start na yung buong process na we conceptualize nga the exhibit. First, parang we wanted to create or to do 100 photos.
100.
100 photos.
Wow. Takes many
But,
hours.
but parang the number is very overwhelming. Even me, parang medyo na-shock ako dun sa number. Kasi nga, dahil, ito nga, 30 photos na lang. Sobrang overwhelming na what more if 100 photos pa yung ginawa ko. So, we shrink it out. Medyo ginawa namin na 50 na lang. And then, the curator, Miss Faye Cura, yun yung curate, si Faye, Miss Faye, siya yung nag-curate. She then categorized the theme into parang 6 colors. So, we categorized the photos into 6 colors, and then subcategorized into 5 themes. So, medyo na-shrink. Tapos, doon namin siya ginawang 5 photos per color. So doon na siya naging nagkaroon na siya parang ano ba? Nakategorize siya. So mas naging crisp na yung theme. And then we eventually we had this title na Color in History.
So we have 15 photographs in total. 30 photographs in total.
Photographs.
All right, Sir Ivan, maybe just ask, among those 30 colorized photographs, what photo or what particular picture has struck you the most?
Yeah, do you have a favorite?
Yes.
Of course. All the 30 photos are my favorite. Of course, they are my babies.
Yeah.
Sabi ko nga, they are my babies. But again, siguro, one of my favorite is the first one that I did, yung Pasig River. It reminds me of the very pristine condition of the Pasig River, because right now, of course, we can't even swim in the Pasig River, diba? It's very, I don't know if it's toxic or no. Pero every time I look at the photo, it reminds me of how pristine, how clean was the Pasig River back then. So, I just want to share din yun the message na once in our life parang naging ganito yung Pasig River, and I don't know if it would happen again parang kung magiging clean pa ba siya or yung color niya is green kasi nun or parang turquoise green so parang I don't know if it would happen again, pero yun yung message na once in our life parang nangyari yun, yung ganung kaganda na Pasig River at tadat nang yun ng mga ancestors natin. And meron pang chance if we just do it properly. Yung lahat nung kailangan natin na waste management.
Yes.
Bringing back the color of these photos, these old photos remind us of what used to be,
Yes.
and what we still can attain
Yes.
if we just try to work hard on it. But regarding the entire exhibit, what's your vision here? What's your mission for the exhibit? What response do you want to gain from the public?
As I've said, I really wanted to project the message that once in our life parang nangyari na tong mga photos na to, and parang it really is a reminder that hindi lahat ng mga nangyari dati distant from our generation. So I mean, the main reason behind colorization is not to distort the photos or to distort our history, but I mean to remind us to create a spark na rin for especially for millennials or for the next generation na we have to read, we have to relearn, we have to revisit our history, especially right now, di ba? Yun nangyari
Yeah.
dun kay sa Marcos, kung ano man sa martial law. Pero ayun, I mean, fortunately nga ngayon yung mga students ngayon, yung mga nandun sa nag-rally recently, or di ba? Yeah, I don't know if we have to mention them, pero di ba most of them are millennials or are yung youth, di ba? Magandang sign yon, I mean involved na yung mga youth dun sa ginagawa natin, dun sa history.
Yeah.
But then again, we have to continue reliving, we have to continue relearning, we have to revisit our history. Ngayon, ngayon dumarating
Kumbaga, bring back color.
Yes.
Bringing back color
Yes,
literally and symbolically
Yes.
to our history.
And of course, kasi I have to mention this din, kasi this one of our advocacy, ako at saka yung curator ng exhibit, we found out nga before we even started the exhibit na doon sa K to 12, we found out na I don't know if how do you describe this, na shrink or na decrease or into from history subject, it then
Yes, I've heard
it then
about that.
became parang history lesson na lang
Lesson.
So for example, I don't know if this is confirmed nga, pero I saw a news na ganun yung nangyari, from grade 4 ata, it started grade 4, wala na tayong kasaysayan, parang wala nang subject about
Wow,
history.
really?
So anong nangyari niya, for example, grade 4, meron lang lesson about Magellan, and then grade 5 lesson about Spaniards.
Wow, so it's no longer a subject?
It's no longer a subject.
That's bad.
It's just included in one subject parang lipunan something parang ganun So ayun, parang hindi siya, parang I mean it saddened us kasi hindi na siya yung parang nangyari, hindi na siya yung priority ng kung ano yung ginagawa natin ng government. I don't know if it's the government's fault or ano. Pero ayun, it then became parang an advocacy for us na to this a great opportunity for us to promote our history with these colorized photos.
Yes, and it's a very creative way to promote
Yeah,
ours.
so kasi nga since parang yun yung lagi namin na parang nakikita na if we look at our history right now, parang more often than not, parang nagiging boring na siya because nga yung colors monochromatic, diba?
Yeah.
Parang it's either sepia or black and white photos, di ba? Parang doon na nangyayari na medyo nagiging parang boring na yung tingin natin sa history, di ba? Pero parang tapos sinasabi pa na why do you have to study history, di ba? I mean, the just connecting study and history is parang it creates parang a feeling of boring, parang ganun, di ba? Study and history, parang study na nga, boring na di ba? Parang what more is history? Pero yun yung pinaka-advocacy nga is to create parang an excitement when it comes to history. I mean, I also work as a graphic designer din, so parang history is parang medyo mas malayo dun sa field na ginagawa ko. So I wanted really to connect history and design and make it exciting, very exciting, na medyo hippie dun sa generation. It's not really to distort nga,
Yes.
pero I wanted really just to connect the both fields into one behavior or one skill, parang skill of set, para hindi parang medyo naman siya, medyo hippie nga, parang ganun.
Yeah,
Yun yung
a mix of both. Have you been to the exhibit, Harley?
No, unfortunately. no.
Maybe we could check that out later. Thank you very much, Mr. Ivan
Thank you
Bilogan.
very much, thank you very much.
Wonderful interview.
Thank you.
And thank you
Congratulations
for...
for this, kailan ba to?
This will air on, we don't know what day, but this will air on
Probably
Telerad.
next week.
Yeah.
In Animal Channel.
Animal Channel.
So, Sir Ivan, do you have any plans of taking the exhibit to other places or other museums?
Yes, if there's a next school that is interested in kasi the plan is to for this exhibit to be a traveling exhibit. So I don't know kung meron man.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But that would be nice.
Yes.
I mean, mas gusto ko nga public schools kasi
Yeah.
yun yung target namin to educate
Indeed.
The youth.
students, especially yung high schooler, to start with mga elementary schools nga, to look at our history in a very vibrant and colorful perspective.
Okay, so
Alright.
thank you very much,
Thank you so
Mr.
much,
Ivan
Sir
Bulugan.
Ivan.
Thank you to people like you who are revitalizing
Yes.
our history in a very creative way. Okay,
Alright.
so thank you very much. And that ends our afternoon full of good news. Please tune in again next Wednesday, 4 to 5 p.m. only here on 95.9 Green FM.
Don't forget to connect with us using our different social media accounts on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just follow us at 959 Green FM. You may also visit our blog, 959greenfm.wordpress.com, for more interesting stories of positivity around the globe.
On behalf of the Journalism 3-2 production class, led by producer Joanne Stephanie Sabellano and head writer Jericho Agiatan, we thank you for listening to our show.
Thanks to Green FM News, Green FM Promotions, and Green FM Operations. We appreciate your listening and spending your afternoon with us. This has been Harleen Delgado.
And this has been Abraham Tayaw, and this is GoodNewsPilipinas.com live at 95.9 Green FM. Dahil basta radyo, dito ka.